No time to wait. Time to set goals. Luxury fashion.
Hey guys, it's Henry Golding here, and I'm going to be going through my personal watch collection.
Henry Golding, vielleicht sollten wir erstmal kurz klären, wer Henry Golding ist, oder? Das wäre jetzt nicht nur für euch interessant, sondern vielleicht auch für mich. Henry Golding, ein britischer, malaysischer Schauspieler.
I've chosen a lot of my pieces because of the love of the design and the love of, in some cases, how rare they are or how difficult they can be to get. But at the same time, like I said, like I love wearing them. The design of my first watch was when I could afford one.
Cartier Pascha ist ein Modell, wo ich auch denke, die haben es ja jetzt wieder wirklich reintroduced mit einer Moon-Phase. Cool, ist keine schlechte Uhr, gefällt mir.
Cartier Pascha, which I just fell completely in love with. The blue Robuchon to the carved out details on the face. I was sort of drawn to it. It was when I finished this big travel show, pretty much my entire wage for 3 months of working. And I was kind of just like, it felt so right at the time. But thinking back, I was just like, wow, you're an idiot. I wouldn't say that I'm a...
Guck mal, das sind so Meilensteine, ne? Er hat gerade gesagt, dass er 3 Monate gearbeitet hat, um sich diese Uhr zu leisten, halt, ne, von einer Roadshow. Und das sind so Sachen, darauf schaut man zurück. Ja, das ist, kann ich mich relaten. Ach, guck mal an. Oh,
so this is the watch that I wear the most.
5711 oder was?
Never comes off my wrist.
Grüß dich.
Grüß dich, ja. Anywhere, usually I'm wearing this steel case. Discontinued as of this year. And even if you could find them, the waiting list is 5 to 10 years, which is kind of crazy. You have to have Patek Philippe actually accept you as a buyer, and especially now that they don't sell them anymore. The steel bracelets are worth more than, say, like the rose gold or the precious metals. It's something that I would never sell just because I love it so much. But yeah, they go for a pretty penny now. Gerald Genta, the designer, he did the Royal Oak as well as the Nautilus. It's weird, if you're a watch guy and you see the Nautilus on somebody's wrist, you're just like, holy crap, that guy's either got taste or he's an extremely lucky man and have spent a ridiculous amount.
Oh, wenn ich eine Nautilus bei jemandem sehe, so der durch die Straßen läuft, was denke ich dann? Eigentlich gar nichts. Also ich denke eigentlich gar nichts, muss ich ganz ehrlich sagen, ne?
The Omega Seamaster DeVille. This is the watch that I wore on my first movie. So this was something that Nick Young's father gave to him, and we don't see sort of in the movie. So it almost represents his presence for him. An heirloom that's been passed down to him. So it means a tremendous amount. Something like that really grounds your character and gives you a time and a place. It's a manual wind instead of automatic, where it has sort of a pendulum creating sort of energy for the watch.
Ach, guck mal.
This is a Tudor.
Guck mal, was für eine Sammlung. Und jede Uhr hat seine Daseinsberechtigung. Elegante Dresswatch. Dann hat er hier eine sportliche Tudor am NATO-Strap. So sieht eine Uhrensammlung aus. Hat er cool gemacht.
This watch means a tremendous amount to me. This was when I was still doing sort of travel shows and running through the jungles and going into sort of devastation around Southeast Asia, and this was the replacement to the Seiko that I mentioned earlier. So this was the upgrade that my wife bought me for my wedding day. The backstory with Tudor is that they used to make the cases for Rolex. They have that build quality at a definitely much more of a affordable sort of price range. But for this, on a NATO strap, is unbeatable. I literally trek through jungles, up mountains, go diving, and it stays with me pretty much all the time. If you're looking for a watch that's gonna last a tremendously long time, this is definitely one of the best.
Nee.
So this is your classic Cartier tank. Design's been around for so long. One of the most timeless pieces I think I have in my collection. A leather band with a small, dainty gold watch is one of my favorite things. And Cartier especially have...
Sieht die Uhr klein an seinem Handgelenk aus? Guck mal, er kann sie perfekt tragen. Du musst auch dahinter stehen, weißt du, was ich meine? Ja.
You notice all the details as you go in closer. This goes with what I'm wearing today. It's one of those like really classic things. Or you could put it on with a beautiful Tom Ford suit with a tuxedo and it wouldn't go amiss. It's like a superpower with some of these watches. It's like it will mold in with anything you throw.
Boah, damit können wir auch mal coole Sachen machen. Ey, guck mal, dieser Typ, ne, der verwundert mich nach wie vor. Guck dir mal an seine Kollektion. So vielseitig.
The Rolex GMT Master 2, the 2019 version, so it has a Jubilee band, which I thoroughly love, and that was one of the main reasons why I got it, because of the band.
Man merkt richtig, dass der Typ Interesse daran hat, ne?
Switched over
cool.
to the ceramic sort of bezels. Final watch I'm going to talk about is the IWC Visa. This is the watch that I wore to my first Oscars, and this watch was my companion for that night. It's one of the larger watches that I have, actually, probably the largest. It's beautiful, classic design. IWC do great watches and not crazily sort of out of reach. It has a 7-day reserve, which you can sort of see there. So moving it a little bit when you wind it. Obviously with all automatic watches, you can do a sort of a manual wind. It has a huge window at the back, so you get to see the inner workings. One of the brands that have been around for the longest time. So you know you're getting the value and the historic. Watches are an absolute luxury. You do not need them. If you're in a sensible place to be able to afford them, why not luxuriate in them? All right, guys, that's it for talking through.
Mega Video, oder? Muss ich sagen. Also